Hey everyone, I'm Gurleen. I hope you're doing well. In today's video, we'll be discussing the trade plan for the monthly expiry that is April 27th, 2023 for Nifty and Bank Nifty. We'll also discuss a few select stocks wherein good risk to reward opportunities are brewing up. So be sure to stick around till the end of the video and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and do ring the notification bell so that you never miss an update. Right before we start, yesterday, we had crucial results in the IT sector abroad, and because of that, the major US indices were down more than 1%. And today, Asia was subdued. Also, the premiums were very low by any standards. And today, the opening was flat, and immediately we witnessed Nifty and Bank Nifty registering a downtick with a global overhang. As it's happening in the low VIX environment, we saw a reversal from the key moving averages on the hourly chart, and Nifty and Bank Nifty have closed at day highs. Now, the bottom line here is that the indices are showing a high level of resilience in spite of negative global headwinds. Now, given such a strong closing at the highs, the positive momentum might continue on the upside. So, if the market gives a gap up, lot of SLs will be triggered for positional shorts, and further uptick from here can be seen in both the indices. On the flip side, for a flat to negative opening, the entire day might be rudderless with a lot of doldrums without much clarity in the direction. Well, that's to keep you updated with the global cues and interesting data points. And without any further ado, let's start by taking a look at the technical perspective of Nifty 50 on the daily time frame. Now, as we've been discussing over the course of the last week, once again, the bigger picture is that Nifty traded sideways within the range of the candlestick that was registered on last Monday. Now, in the last video, we also discussed how Nifty had bounced off from the 200 simple moving average, which also signified the presence of buyers at the lower levels. Also, we had been discussing that long bets should only be placed above the levels of 17,770, and here you can see that Nifty has closed at the highs of the day after having broken out of that very level. So what's the way ahead for the markets? Now let's take a look at the hourly time frame to understand the trading approach for tomorrow. Now, in the last video, we discussed that longs can be initiated at the breakout of this level of 17,770, and in that case, Nifty can possibly test the levels of about 17,840 on the upside. Well, now here you can see that Nifty has almost tested that level and it's near the resistance level. So a cool off from here cannot be ruled out towards this level of 17,770. Also, as it's the monthly expiry tomorrow, so let's outline the possibilities. So as of now, Nifty is in a no trade zone, and only if Nifty crosses this level of 17,863 on the upside on a sustainable basis, then a long trade can be initiated for an immediate target of about 17,925 to 17,930. Also, for a short trade, if at all we see a breakdown of this low of 17,710, then a short trade can be initiated for the targets of about 17,635 to 17,650 on the downside, which is a bit unlikely. Also, the range for the expiry tomorrow can be considered as 17,700 to 18,000. Now let's talk about the support and resistance levels for Nifty. So the support is placed at 17,710 followed by 17,635, whereas the resistance is placed at 17,860 followed by 17,925. Now let's move to Bank Nifty. So on the daily time frame of Bank Nifty, we had been discussing over the last week that as Bank Nifty was trading above this crucial polarity zone of 41,650 to 41,800, so it was possible for Bank Nifty to expire above the 41,800 mark, and this has turned out to be a great opportunity to capitalize upon. Now, unlike Nifty, Bank Nifty has given a breakout of this range, and we have seen a decent follow through on the upside, which we had been anticipating. Also, it's very interesting to note that Bank Nifty is only 3% away from the all-time high levels. So, do you think that Bank Nifty can test the all-time high? Do let me know in the comments down below. Well, to me, for starters, if Bank Nifty breaks above this multi-day high, then it can probably test the levels of 43,000 to 43,100 on the upside. Also, over here, the maximum possible downside is capped at the levels of 41,800. Now let's take a look on the hourly charts to understand the trading approach for tomorrow. But first, in the last video, we discussed that if Bank Nifty takes out this high of 42,715, and then in that case, we can expect Bank Nifty to test the levels of about 43,000 on the upside. Though Bank Nifty has not achieved the target yet, but it looks likely in the upcoming trading sessions. So here the trading approach is quite simple. If at all Bank Nifty gives a breakout at this multi-day high of 42,875, then we can expect Bank Nifty to test the levels of 43,000 on an intraday basis itself, and long opportunities can be looked at. Here you can also see how the moving averages have been holding up as immediate support levels for Bank Nifty. So you can refer to the same levels of 42,645 and 42,460 as the supports for the index. You might as well ask that what if Bank Nifty breaks below these key support levels? Well, in that case, the downside levels of 42,000 would open up in Bank Nifty. So trade with caution, and do remember that these setups are conditional in nature, which simply means that they'll only be triggered above or below the mentioned levels. Well, now let's talk about the support and resistance levels for Bank Nifty. So the support is placed at 42,645 followed by 42,460, whereas the resistance is placed at 43,078 followed by 43,555. Now let's move to stocks, starting with Bajaj Finance. So if you remember, we had been discussing Bajaj Finance from the levels of 5,900, and we discussed the possibility of a double bottom formation over here. Now in the last few trading sessions, we have seen good momentum in this counter, and a possible target of 6170 to 6385 can be looked at. Also, if you are late to the party, then you can look for long accumulation opportunities in this zone, and in this case, the invalidation level of 5,705 can be considered in Bajaj Finance. The next on the list is L&T. So a harmonic pattern has been triggered on the charts, and here you can see the long upper wicks, which simply means that there might be overhead supply. So here it's possible that L&T takes a breather before inching higher up towards the targets of point D at 2,314, and at these very levels of 2251, long opportunities can be looked at, and in that case an invalidation level of 2185 can be anticipated in this counter. Now let's move to the update on State Bank of India. We had discussed in the last video that SBI was looking quite strong for an upside target of about 565 to 570. So you can see that the target has been achieved here, and State Bank is trading close to the resistance zone. Now from the current levels, it's not unlikely to witness a pause in the trend. So as of now, it's a wait and watch setup for adding in longs, and it's best to trail the gains here. Finally, the update on Grasim is that I was anticipating a downside of about 1628, but Grasim reversed from this polarity level of 1655 itself, and it hit the trailing stop loss on the higher side. So for now, it's over and out. And well, let's see what the monthly expiry holds ahead. And on that note, it's Gurleen signing off. Until we meet again, have a good time.